Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today I want to show you an MCP server tool for Claude, so for Claude Desktop, which basically you can use for penetration testing or anything you want to do on the file system, right? So this gives you terminal control basically. So if you want to run commands, interact with your desktop, search files, modify files, and things like this. So this is pretty neat. I found this recently on GitHub, so this is free. So it's called Desktop Commander MCP. And basically that allows you through an MCP service to interact with your local file system. So this is super handy from a pen test perspective, right? Like you have your AI client here, which becomes the MCP client. And in the middle, you have the desktop commander, and then this works on Linux, on Mac, on Windows, and the most important thing is like you can run terminal commands, right? Like then it will execute stuff. So super easy to install, like everything is well described here, like there's numerous options to do this. So it's npx is my preferred way, so you can run Node.js without installing it globally. So it's a very neat and nice way. And so you can choose the options here, but basically what I want to show you, like how this looks like in the JSON file, right? Like in the Claude Desktop JSON. So if you have seen my previous video, I was already showing you like how to set up an MCP server for Burp, which is this up here. And then this is the desktop commander, and then it's simply saying like npx, and in order to launch it, to expose it basically, and this is the path. So this is well described in the GitHub repo. And I just want to show you how this basically looks like. So you can come over here, and I've already installed it. It's already running, but I want to show you quick. Like this is like you have nothing more to do than this command, and then it will basically auto launch afterwards every time. So what this is doing now is basically it's starting the MCP, it's closing Claude, and then Claude is being launched. And yeah, I get an error message here, but the reason why I get the error message is because I don't have Burp on, and so it cannot launch Burp, but you can see the desktop commander is running. So everything is fine, everything is up and running for our purposes here. And then I can say like, what kind of tools do you have access to? And now it's saying like, okay, I have access to the following terminal commands. Like I have terminal commands, file operations, directory management, things like this, right? So you can launch scripts directly. So I can now say do an ls, or do a who am I, and then it should do a who am I. And now I need to allow this, obviously. And now you get the answer. So you're currently running as Martin Volk. So this proves that it works. Do a uname minus a. And you see where this is going. Like I don't necessarily have to know these commands. I can say like, hey, show me who's the owner of this file or whatever, right? Like, and then Claude or the AI will basically come up with the commands, and then here you can basically see what kind of machine I have and things like this, right? So it's super useful. So if you have like a lot of scripts installed or tools, like for pen testing, I don't know, like Nmap and Nikto and whatever it is, like, I mean, this, you can spin this further. This could run on a Kali machine with the on Linux. Like you can install basically also the Claude Desktop, for example, and then you have a fully fledged pen testing machine where you can interact with LLM or with your input into an AI. So I just wanted to show you this is super easy to set up and stuff, and this can be very useful from a offensive security perspective, but also in general. Like you can search files, folders, like you can prompt Claude in natural language and say like, hey, I had a file or I had something which I can't find anymore. And then it's much better than the Finder, for example, or Mac, and it's much more sophisticated. So hope this makes sense. I just wanted to show you like how this works, and I will see you in one of my next videos.